Are you following Super Rugby Pacific? Stick around, I'll share my insights on who stood out for round 6. Hey everyone, it's Coach H here, and you've found Inspired by Union, a channel where I discuss Southern Hemisphere rugby. Let's dive right in. Greetings Rugby Universe, round 6 wrapped up over the Easter weekend. The defending champions get their win, a couple of blowouts, and outstanding 9 Cam Roigard joins the injury ward. Let's look at my match of the round, the Reds versus the Brumbies. These two teams really went at each other for the 80 minutes, and the crowd was treated to a tight affair where both sides enjoyed time on the ball. Playmaker Liner will rue missing a regulation shot on goal, but the Reds had plenty of opportunities that were stonewalled by a resolute and desperate Brumbies defence. The Reds showed their toughness after the break as they absorbed plenty of raids from the men from the capital. Tom Wright continued his good form, and his communication during general play and stoppages gives viewers a glimpse into his importance as a leader to the Brumbies. He capped off a fine game with 2 meat pies. Noah Lolesio was flawless off the boot, and in a test match environment, that is crucial. The Brumbies won this Easter Classic by 20-19. The Crusaders versus the Chiefs. I've had a Betty Crocker shocker with my predictions this week, and none more so where the defending champs got themselves on the board with a W. Sevu Reece celebrating as hard as any of his title wins tells a story on how much this game meant. Rob Penny allowed himself a quiet beer post-game, and on reflection, he would have been pleased with the improvement in his line-out and the improvement in attack with ball in hand and their kick chase plans. The Chiefs produced 2 great team tries, but never had the patience to settle as their opposition dominated this game. Crusaders 37, Chiefs 26. Waratahs versus the Rebels. Drama in Sydney as the Rebels overran a tiring Tars outfit after their sojourn last week to the Fijian Islands. It was crucial for the home side to build an early lead, and following the Rebels 10-7 at the break would have had the paltry crowd of 11,500 punters worried. The Rebels rallied late, and Tupou and Eloff were important in the tight exchanges and the set piece. The Rebels by 27-21. Fijian Ndrua versus the Western Force. Unplayable conditions as spruiked by the commentators, yet on my previous visits to the islands, a torrential downpour is not going to stop 50 kids playing a game of one touch in the centre of the village. These conditions suited the Ndrua, and it was the Fijians that still were prepared to play. Ravula Armstrong kept the ball in front of his pack, and wide-ranging targets to set breakdowns at the sideline worked a treat. Ndrua by 31-13. The Blues versus Moana Pacifica. A mature performance by an improving Blues side. The Blues like to play, sometimes too much to their detriment, yet the pass, kick, run complemented by excellent work at the breakdown and finishing and decision making saw this side run out easy victors. Veteran Bryce Heem was a real glue man in the Blues midfield as both sides enjoyed a game in daylight conditions. Shipping big losses now in 2 consecutive games masks the improvement of the Moana. They need to be wary as they enter the attrition zone with fatigue and injuries starting to bite. Blues 47, Moana Pacifica 8. The Highlanders versus the Hurricanes. The sight of an injured Cam Roigard following an innocuous tackle has ramifications for both ABs as well as Canes fans. The Landers were willing, but the brutality of this young Hurricanes pack punching into holes and power runners being set alight by the steady hand of Brett Cameron was too much for the Southern men to handle. The Canes do it easy, 47-12. If you're finding these insights helpful, you know the drill. Subscribe, bell. Some statement wins, some teams fighting to hold on to the 8. Key injuries out of Brisbane and Dunedin that will no doubt impact the international calendar. I hope you enjoyed your Easter weekend of rugby action. I'm Coach H, and you've been watching Inspired by Union.